The political battle over the issues that have been lumped under the label critical race theory have only intensified ahead of the 2022 midterm elections. To date, 9 Republican-led states have passed laws either prohibiting or censoring lessons and discussions involving race in K-12 classrooms. In New Hampshire, lawmakers have already signed a state budget that prohibits teaching, quote, divisive concepts on race and gender in public schools, government agencies, and by state contractors. But state Republicans took the critical race theory fight one step further by introducing a new teacher loyalty bill. If passed, this bill would prohibit teaching anything that says that the United States was founded on racism. In Tennessee, legislators passed a law that bans public schools and public charter schools from teaching certain concepts about race, sex, and the United States. The conservative outrage that led to the passage of the law also led social studies teacher Matthew Hawn to be fired for discussing white privilege with his students. Prior to the passage of the law, Hawn received a letter of reprimand from school officials after parents complained that he had told students that white privilege is a fact. Hawn says following the reprimand, he stopped discussing white privilege in class until a student brought it up during a discussion about the Derek Chauvin case. Joining me to share his story is Matthew Hawn and Tennessee State Senator Raumesh Akbari. Mr. Hawn, I'm fascinated by your story. First of all, I'm just curious, what were you telling your students about white privilege?
Well, thank you for having me, Charles. I wasn't telling them anything. That's not what I do in my class. What we were doing was we were clearly defining what it is, and I was allowing the students to discuss it. I was overseeing the discussion. And then I was asking them to evaluate that definition. And so, I wasn't teaching students what to think about it. I was teaching them how to think about it, how to evaluate claims. That's something that we do in my class. And so it's very...
But you defined it, right?
Yeah, we clearly defined what it is. Absolutely.
Okay.
And I don't really think that's... telling them what to think about it. We were just making the claim, this is what white privilege is. And then we are either validating those claims or invalidating them. So I'm still kind of puzzled and kind of disheartened that I'm in this situation.
And what did they say when they decided to let you go? What did the letter, correspondence, or verbal discussion include?
Yeah, so, this is still something I still have a hard time wrapping my head around. They are claiming that I only provide liberal viewpoints, and that anytime that I discuss something in my class, that it has to fit either under a liberal umbrella or a conservative umbrella. And they're saying that I only give one viewpoint, and that is the liberal viewpoint. Well, if I'm teaching anti-racism, and that is the liberal viewpoint, then does that mean the conservative viewpoint is racism? I have a lot of conservative friends that would take issue with that. And so, that's basically the gist of their argument, is that you are feeding them liberal viewpoints and not providing an opposite viewpoint. And, I don't teach political science. This is contemporary issues.
Senator Akbari, is this even legal? Like, is this constitutional? And if not, is it being challenged in the courts on those grounds?
Well, certainly the legislation is terrible. Even when it was presented on the Senate floor, my colleagues could not give a real definition of what CRT is. And we got into this debate about 1619 versus 1776. This is a political ploy that's being used across the country, and it's having a stifling and chilling effect on our teachers who want to teach what happened in our history, who want to talk about Ruby Bridges and Dr. King and the Little Rock Nine, but they are afraid. And quite frankly, I think that that's a real disservice to our teachers, but also to our students. So certainly there are groups in Tennessee that filed lawsuits immediately to try and stop this legislation from being enacted. But unfortunately, it is now the law of the land.
Mr. Hawn, do you believe that, this obsession with critical race theory is just a repackaging of an objection to teaching Black history and social studies in our schools, because neither can be truly taught and fully taught without including white supremacy and the effects of white terrorists in this country?
Yeah, I think clearly anything that they can use to throw under the CRT umbrella is exactly what they're doing, trying to stifle what we are teaching in class. And like the sender said, that's a disservice to our students. We challenge our students. We want to give our students the truth. We want to give them, the challenges that we face as a country, and let the students really dive into those and analyze those and think critically about them. And, I just wonder, what are we doing if we're not doing that? And how do we challenge them if we aren't teaching them about these things?
Senator, is there any possibility that this law will be revisited, somehow overturned, or is this now the law unless the courts overturn it?
I honestly think the courts are going to have to step in. It's become too much of a political issue for the Republican Party, especially when you look at Virginia and that gubernatorial race. My colleagues have used this as an issue for the 2022 election. They're trying to court suburban women voters who have been moving more towards the Democratic side, and that was the difference to a certain extent in this last presidential election. So I think that, and I always say this in Tennessee, thank goodness for three branches of government, because when the legislature and the executive branch do things like this, we need the judicial branch to step in. And I think that's what's going to have to happen here.
Senator Raumesh Akbari and Matthew Hawn, thank you both for joining us tonight. I really appreciate your time.